She said, she'll take me anywhere, she'll take me anywhere, as long as she stays with me. She said, she'll take me anywhere, she'll take me anywhere, as long as I stay queen. Kiss, kiss, mother's lips, kiss, kiss, mother's lips, kiss, kiss, mother's lips, kiss, kiss, mother's lips, kiss, kiss, mother's lips. Address the, I don't want to say controversy because it's not, and I saw Simon Miller doing a video on it, and I thought as a fan kind of want to do a video myself, and I just did a video on Starbucks s'mores frappuccino. Go check that out. I feel like, I can't remember her last name, but Pamela is one of those wrestlers that really grew on me, and it's hard to believe 2012 or 2013 on NXT, maybe, yeah, I can't remember, but Bayley has really proved herself as far as, okay, she had a match with Sasha Banks in Brooklyn, New York, NXT TakeOver. I thought that was the first time that I honestly took the women's division seriously in WWE. You know, you always look at Knockouts and their women's division, and it's like, that's cool. And then to see WWE with that match and going, they can go somewhere with that. Now, I mean, it had the 4 horsewomen. You got Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, and Bayley. And it's like, that was cool. I wish we would have went somewhere with Ronda Rousey, Marina Shafir, and Jessamine Duke, but it is what it is. Oh, Shayna Baszler as well. But, and then of course you go to Bayley winning the both Raw and SmackDown Women's title. Was she the Divas Champion? I don't know. She wasn't. Of course, she had a lot of bad things happen. Obviously, the whole "This Is Your Life" with Alexa Bliss, which tried to turn chicken shit into chicken salad, but didn't work. Obviously, getting injured and being booed in Toronto, of all places. But I'm not from Toronto, I'm from Peterborough. I live in Peterborough, so it doesn't affect me as a whatever. Anyways, but then of course the first ever women's tag team champions with Sasha Banks. So there's a lot of talk of like Pamela going over to AEW if she's leaving WWE. And I feel like, okay, her best friend is over there. She could have a lot of good matches with, well, let's say, Mercedes, or Chris Statlander, or Julia Hart, or Tekla. She made an appearance Battle in the Valley when it came to San Jose, so that was cool, supporting your friend. I think Bayley did all she could do in the company in regards to winning championships and all that stuff. I'm not sure. I mean, Bryan Danielson was in WWE for 11 years. He joined the company in AEW. Of course, he's behind a desk now, which, you know, I think he's come to terms with. Maybe he won't go in the ring no more. Adam Cole was, you know what? Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Red Dragon it was very cool. They were very fortunate to go to WWE, well, NXT rather. I think that was awesome. It's too bad they didn't get very far in Raw or SmackDown, but they made an appearance. Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of good benefits. Adam Copeland was in WWE for 26 years, and now he's in AEW. But see, I think the difference, though, for that is he's over 50. He left because they didn't want him to get hurt. There was a liability thing. Do I think it's a good idea that he came to AEW, rather? Hey, he got to have a match with Sting, or alongside Sting. Not only that, but he is the tag team champions with Christian. So that's another thing they could scratch off their list. I also heard Simon Miller say somebody said online, oh, so Bayley, or I guess Davina Rose for that matter. And by the way, I know her as Davina Rose. I don't know any other names she went by in the independent scene. But it's like, yeah, Davina Rose versus Mercedes Moné, two former WWE wrestlers going at it in another company. And I'm thinking, let's see. Oh, Adam and Christian versus FTR. But regardless, you know, AEW would be a good place for Bayley or Pam. I keep saying Bayley, whatever. It would be a good place for her because you could see her with the Women's Championship or the TBS Championship or whatever. But once again, she's 37 years old. She still has a lot of time. She still has a lot of gas in the tank. And who knows if she's going to leave WWE. Watching her match at Saturday Night Main Event and her losing to Lyra Valkyria doesn't mean too much in the fact that she could still come back. They could still have a match at SummerSlam, which is only a few weeks away. And, you know, we'll see what happens. But I feel like, you know, a lot of wrestlers that I just named, I can include John Moxley and Chris Jericho in there, but they thrive in other ways in other companies. It doesn't matter how long they were in WWE for. And the fact that they made WWE in the first place is pretty cool. And we'll just see what happens. Like I said, Bayley grew on me. So, anyways, talk to you later. Bye.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming.
Not
I don't think that's the case at all. If you look at some of his earlier interviews, like